haven't painted in a while. Last few days I've been dealing with a sick pet. Unfortunately, they did not make it. So, likewise, haven't really been in the mood to paint. But I figured I would hop back on that horse and paint some real quick. There's no plan for this, as with most of my painting. It's just put some paint down and see what happens. I don't have the chat on right now because I'm on my phone and I can't see the chat to reply to anybody. Most people won't watch it live anyway, but I will share it later, so whether you're watching it live or you're watching a rerun of the live, I appreciate you being here. Seeing what I come up with, at least. I had a very vague idea about what I might do, but I'm not 100% sure, like I said, if it's going to turn out right or not. It's just kind of one that, you know, wanted to get out of my head for a little bit and paint, so that's what I'm doing. Regardless of how it turns out, it's good to get a break for a second. So as you can see right now, all I'm doing is half white, half color shifting black, which is like black and copper. Really pretty color. Just because I want to try something, I want to use the rainbow colors and see what they look like on both sides. So that's as much of my planning as I have gotten so far. But this way, you're able to see my entire process. No edits, no camera tricks, no nothing. Other than what you see. Get a little closer to the paint. Burned it a little bit right there. Alright. This right here is all the same brands. I've got the colors in my description down there if you are interested in checking it out. This is a raspberry. I'll follow it up. It's going to be all the colors of the rainbow, because that's what I have at the moment. And they're my newest ones. So, orange, yellow, green, blue, and this one is called Midnight Blue, just a little bit darker. It's pretty much purple, but they didn't have any actual purple in this paint set that I'm using. And then blue violet. Alright. Yeah. It's not quite centered, but whatever. So we're just playing around with it anyway. Let's see. I'll use some white cell activator, and then we'll do some probably black cell activator and just go ahead and get crazy with it. Let's see, yeah, that'll work. I guess I'll do a swipe. Normally y'all see me do balloons. So swipes are fun too. So right now all I'm doing is layering a little bit of cell activator onto my palette knife. I'm going to do a little bit of black, a little bit of white. I'll show you what it looks like before I swipe it. See, it's just that. Just spread it out a little bit to get it kind of active and a little bit more surface area. So now it looks like that. So what I'm going to do is put it right down on the purple. And then just swipe. And scrape it off a little bit. Oh, that's going to take forever. I don't want to do that. See? No plan. Just mixing things up a little bit. This is how I learn, and this is how I hope to teach, so that you can kind of figure out what to do as well. So now, same thing. Just gonna see if we could get the cell activator to swipe through a little bit. I'm wiping off the palette knife after each swipe, so it's pretty much clean. See, this part is completely up to you on what you feel like doing. How deep you want to go, what colors you want to use. It's completely up to you. It's your art. I'm just here to try to inspire. No, none of this is Australian Floetrol, which is what most people use. This is all US Floetrol and paint. I do use Amsterdam brand paints, but that's it. I don't use the Australian Floetrol. It's just too expensive, too small of a bottle, so it's not worth it to me. You may feel different, and I've seen really good results with the Australian Floetrol. It's just, I've never experienced it myself. I said, too expensive, but you know, it might be something that you're interested in and you want to try. And if you have any questions, I can link you to different YouTubers that do use it. Just because I don't use it don't mean that I don't know anything about it. But been studying this thing for quite a while. I mainly tape it now to kind of help with my own sanity. Let's see if I can't teach myself how to do some things as I play with the paint. I want to spin it, but I'm not sure if I spin it, if it'll work right. But since we're playing, and there's really no plan in it, I'll give it a little spin. Nothing too fast, so hopefully it won't wreck it too terribly bad. And then we'll look at it and see if there's anything else we would like to do. Eventually I'll do live streams that are a little bit better, that are more organized, and then we could all kind of join and talk to one another. I didn't feel like setting everything up tonight, so that's why it's just on my phone and not like my tablet and everything else, so that I could actually read chat. See, and that's always the fun thing about swipes, is the colors work really good together. I mean, some of these are a little bit muddy. I might be able to spin it a little bit faster and see if I can't stretch out some of this towards the edge. I don't know. Since it's just plain, we'll give it a shot and see what it does. If I had an idea about what I wanted to do, it might have been something that I didn't want to spend the rest, but we're playing right now, so all this is about is getting out of my head for a little bit. Forgetting about the fact that I hate digging holes at nighttime. Seeing that it did, it spread out some over here, but at the same time over there, it kinda stretched a little bit more than I was hoping. So I may not spin it anymore, I might just leave it like that. And take a picture of it and show online. I'm not sure that I'm done painting yet, so I might move this somewhere and do another one real fast without having to restart the live stream or anything. So let me make an area real quick, and then I'll just do a quick tile and make it go. It'll be a fast one. But yeah, the colors always turn out so nice on these ones. So that's always kind of fun to see. But I'll take a better photo and actually show close up a little bit about it here in a bit. Do another quick pour real fast, and then we'll go in for a close up. Alright. This is just 4x4 tile, completely good from the box. I didn't do anything to it, didn't prep it with anything. Blow off some of the hair. This right here is just my white pillow that I normally use, but I haven't been using a pillow, so I'm going to do something else. Same white and black that we used on the other one. The piece that we just did. Let's see. There's a little bit of blue. Do a little bit of yellow. I do them side by side so that whenever I blow it out, it makes green. I like to play with the colors like that. And then mix it up a little bit. Add a little green in there too. Now, might do one more layer of each color. Just to help spread out the paint a little bit further, since I'm doing it on a dry tile. It's not going to be able to stretch as far as if it had a pillow paint on there. I'll finish it off with green again, and then we'll pick a cell activator color. I know that we got white in there, but we also have black in there, and those are the only two cell colors that I have. So, there's that. Now I am going to at least put a little bit on the outside. I'm just afraid it's a little bit too dry. And if you don't have any, then it'll wreck the colors that you have. I see with the dry like that, the cells that you make and the paint that's on there rolls over each other. So the top will just keep rolling and then the bottom stays. And so all those colors roll on top of it to the outer edge, which can be nice. I made some pretty neat little pieces that way. But at the same time, it can also wreck what you're doing, which is what we don't want right now. I mean, it's just a practice piece, but still, I like the practice piece to at least be decent. If not, we just paint over it and call it a day. Put a little bit of the white cell activator, which you may not be able to see, but it immediately starts to do a little halo around the center. That's how you know that the cell activator is going to work good. Just a dot of that. Now I'm going to use the world's smallest blower, which is this, just to blow it out. Because I don't feel like getting in there and blowing it out for myself. And see, the only side that didn't blow very good is that side right there. But see, since this is just an experiment, try it out, see how it works. Now, at this point, you kind of let it sit for a minute, let the cell activator do its thing, so that, you know, all the cells pop up in the middle. There's things we can do to help the cells if they need it, but right now we're just going to kind of let it sit. Usually this takes a couple of minutes, depending on how long we feel like waiting. But as you can see, the longer it sits, the more the paint kind of starts selling and doing the lacing that it is. These bigger cells that are what's really nice, I think. The small ones are pretty cool too. I like these ones where it's a little bit of the ghost cells. So that's kind of neat. most of the color has been pushed out from in here, so it may not work, but what you can do is I take these silicone straws because the paint kind of comes right off of it, and then yeah, there's a beard. The paint is gone from the center, so it's not going to do a whole lot. But this one's just kind of, I wanted to try it and see what would happen. Now, the fun part is see if I get it centered enough to not launch it off of my spinner. Which, if you watch any of my videos, you know that I launch them quite frequently. And I say bad words, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So we're going to try not to do that this time. It helps if you spin it slower, like this, but there's something satisfying in spinning it really fast. Spun out a lot that way, so what we can do is move this slightly off center and then spin it again, and now the paint will flow off of the direction we want it to go. So there's always ways you can manipulate things. You just gotta tweak it until you figure it out. See, so slightly. So, take some of this runoff paint and stretch it out just a little bit more to help. Give it one more spin, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. I still don't know my Uncle Bob, but I've been being told for years that he is my uncle. So if anybody has seen my Uncle Bob, I'm beginning to worry about him, because I have never seen him, and I think that he is missing. So, and that is my clock going off. It goes off every hour on the hour. So, it'll chime that it's 11 o'clock. For a piece that I wasn't really planning on doing, it turned out pretty neat. So I know in the future that I could do this again and do it slightly different. And make it a little better, maybe. So I'll do a quick little spin to show you how it goes. Now we can keep spinning it out, but the more you spin, the more these cells break up. And, you know, if that's what you're after, then cool. But I kind of want some of the cells to still be there. So, I'm going to move this off to the side and then show you the other piece that we did in the beginning, so that you can kind of see that one now that it's been sitting for a minute. I'm just getting off some of the dripping paint, covering up some of these edges that are on there. But yeah, that was just meant to show how the colors play with white background and with black background. I'm not sure if I can, but let me see if I can move the camera closer and show you a bit closer up. See, I mean, the colors always work so good together. But that's the big one that we just did. And then there's the smaller one. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to call it here and upload this, I guess. I'll try to make another one before long and see if I can actually make it a little bit better so I can participate with you. And yeah, so have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.